Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and mute that because we should be getting into the lobby or into the game any second. We have a full lobby. Again, for this game, we'll be casting Banana.Fly versus the side of Crusaders of Jerusalem, as the Reunited should be going on to take on Don't Fear the Reaper, I believe was the team name again, and that should be a decently one-sided match. We're going to be watching again Banana.Fly. They are an upcoming EU amateur team. They're very strong. When you look at the top 32 teams, they're definitely a threat to those teams, and so we'll be looking for them and their performance today. They have the potential of making it to the finals of this weekend. We will see if that is the case or not. Of course, guys, again, I am RaptorZ, and I will be bringing you guys this cast, and this is the ESL Go4 Cup EU Cup, number 4. And I appreciate your viewership so much. Again, guys, thank you so much. Let me just double check that everything on the stream is good to go. We have pretty much everything, and I'm sorry my OCD nature is bugging me, as this is not perfectly centered to that line. And that's about as good as I'm going to get with it that small. So thank you guys again so much. This is Hollywood, where we'll be going for this map. This is a best of one. It is stopwatch formula. We will have the stopwatch available for this. This is what's known as the streets phase. If you guys don't know the callouts, generally speaking, this is called like I don't actually know exactly what this is called because there's a general store and the bank, but I know that this is just referred to as Jack's most of the time. Whiskey Jack's Saloon. And then of course here for point A, where we're doing most of the battle. When we get to the player introduction in just a second, guys, this is the point A, where the payload is activated. Over for the side of Banana.Fly, we have Fisher picking up a soldier. Casper is going to be playing the Mercy. Tinya is going to be picking up the Tenenia, is going to be picking up the Symmetra. We have Shadowburn over here on his Farah. We have Hypothermia over on the Reinhardt, and with all the Us, we have a Roadhog on the side of Outsider. For the offense, for the side of Crusaders of Jerusalem, we have CJG Musriel going to be picking up a Farah. We have CJG Kors Rogol going to be picking up a soldier. We have Kongur going to be picking up a Winston. Blue Wreck going to be picking up a Lucio. Rusta going to be picking up a Winston, and Data Shit going to be picking up a Mercy. So we're going to be most likely following out the soldier here. Actually, we might want to switch over to the Winston and then fly back as they are jumping in very aggressively. Winston using that barrier, of course, to create some space as his team pushes in behind it, but it looks like most of the offense is going to get cleared up here by the side of Banana.Flies. Of course, it looks like you can see the kill feed going completely blue right now. Shadowburn, Fisher, and of course we saw some other ones going up there. We are going to switch over to Fisher. He is going to be set up in this cafe. This is a pretty common setup for defense on Hollywood. Of course, the goal here is that you get a soldier set up on this cafe. You can rain fire in and consistently do damage. Also, notice the setup of the sentries. I haven't seen this before too much. They've set up the sentries in such a way that when they leap over to initiate like that with Winston and Farah, the Farah specifically gets shot down and she goes forward. Of course, the Mercy takes a lot of damage. The Winston can pretty much just fly through it, but here we go. Winston going to be leaping in exactly like we said with that barrier going down. It looks like Farah did clear the sentry turrets, but is going to go down to Shadowburn. Great rockets by him. Switching over to him as he is going to be laying those rockets down from the sky. Did rip out the whole hog from the Roadhog of Outsider, doing a fair bit of damage, cleaning up that Lucio with the hook right there, and Shadowburn going to be hunting down and cleaning up the soldier. So it is going to be another kill for the side of Banana.Fly as they are continuing to dominate on the defense, or B.Fly. Again, we'll switch over here to the side of the offense. We want to see what they can do. We want to see if they can get a cap. Of course, it's always better for the competition's sake to see a little bit of life coming out of the opposition. The side of Crusaders would definitely like to get something done here. It looks like they're going to offer another style of push. They are going to go around the left side, but it looks like their Mercy gets hooked. Good play by Fisher and Outsider working together there. Focusing down that Mercy with that hook. That was a very good play, actually. That's what you want to do at the end of the day. They bursted the barrier as a team, and then as soon as the barrier was down, they got the hook and got a critical pick. Now with multiple dying, it looks like actually the offense is going to be doing something pretty important. Tinya is going to be going down. They do have the teleporter available, of course, but now Shadowburn going to be alive in the background doing what he can for his team, and there's the resurrection from Casper, bringing up all of the defensive B.Fly, and that's going to make it much harder here for the side of the offense to go ahead and clean up and actually get anywhere on this point. Not even a tick taken so far. The soldier going to be fighting it out on the point, but Shadowburn's quick here to help clean it up. Lucio going to be the only one left alive, and it looks like Reinhardt was respawning in the back spawn room and did run forward. So that will be all of the offense cleaned up, and Bananafly looking strong again today, guys. If they want to make it to the final cup, they do need to get at least, I believe, 3rd place, but they should be shooting for 2nd place, or aka a finals finish, as they have 5 points right now. If they have over 60, they will make it. Of course, there are some little things there. Other team, as well as like other team is one of the teams, as well as a few other teams that are close, and if they get top 16, we'll be able to make it as well. So quite a few teams really mattering on today, as we have the sites coming out from the side of the offense. How big are the sites? They look like they're pretty big so far, getting a few kills, and then he just goes down to an orb, as well as the rest of the spam from the side of the offense. We're going to go follow the Symmetra as she's chasing down the Scientist. Scientist going to be shot down by Shadowburn, stealing that kill from his friend. Of course, that's the job of the dirty DPS, is to steal all the kills and look better than everyone else. Rocket's going out, just going to push back the offense, deter them from making any good push for the rest of this timer. Of course, we shouldn't be seeing the offense get too far right now, as they don't have much momentum. They do have one ultimate available on Reinhardt, but they haven't had a good, they haven't been doing the best ult management as a team. Charge coming up from Happy Thermia, as well as the Rocket Barrage. That Rocket Barrage hitting on 3 with the Earth Shatter. Great play from the Reinhardt, and they're going to go ahead and combo that up and clean up the rest. Direct rocket from Shadowburn, going to take out Lurek, and there you go, guys. Team kill Horn, as B.Fly is showing dominance, and that was just a disgusting Earth Shatter, as well as Rocket Barrage coming out from Shadowburn and Hypothermia. Again, if you're a fan of B.Fly, this is what you want to be seeing right now. They need to do very well today to be able to make it to the Cup Finals and play for the $1,500 EU prize pool that is available for that. Again, teams are playing for 150 EU for today. Winner takes all. Rockets going out. There we go. Whole hog being ripped out with that Symmetra orb as well. We're going to stay on Shadowburn, and he's been doing a lot of damage right now. 1 rocket, 2 rocket, doing quite a bit. Now going to boost backwards, flying away. Resurrection does come out from, it looks like, the side of the offense. Data shit going down while he gets it off. But now Shadowburn going to be getting more rockets off, doing a fair bit of damage. But actually, the Reaper from the offense doing a fair bit here, getting 1-2 kills. And now the Soldier getting a 3rd for them. He's actually going to get a 2nd here with those sights active. Does end up going down to the side of Outsider on that Roadhog, and with this hook, he's going to go ahead and wave at Lucio, shoot him, and take him out, and that is, of course, going to be the end of this game. That was quite a disgusting show of skill from the side of Bananafly, as they will be cleaning up this offense here. Don't expect too much, guys, as, of course, there is a little bit of action going on. Don't expect this push to materialize into too much. They are just stalling at this point for time. They don't have the members around to completely get this offense out, but you can't expect anything else from competitors, as they want to win, they want to dominate, they want to be the best players that they can be. You can never really fault anyone for being that kind of player, so we will go ahead and actually have the end of the game there, guys. Is the side of Crusaders of Jerusalem unable to convert, unable to get the first point at all from the side of Bananafly, or B.Fly, however, it's Bananafly is their team name, but the abbreviation is B.Fly. Shouldn't be taking anything away from Tinya, because I love that intro. My Reality from Symmetra, literally the best for Symmetra, as this is just classic left clicks from Symmetra, lots of damage. If you guys didn't know, the left click charges up from 25 damage per second to 125 damage per second, as well as the right click. Of course, the difference is that the beam is a consistent amount of damage, and that the orb is just one flying orb of damage that can consistently hit targets. And we have Lawrick getting a legendary, doing 16% of the damage done as a Lucio. Of course, Lucio is a pretty good AoE healer, and you're saying, well, in your pugs, yeah, of course you can get a lot of AoE healing done as Lucio. The thing, though, in competitive games is you really shouldn't be getting a lot of healing done, per se, as Lucio. You do have your amp-up healing, but generally speaking, you open up fights on on your first push, or on your first, like, major engage. There we go. That's the term I'm looking for. Ex-Dota player, and I don't even know what the word engage means. The word engage. So yeah, if they engage, then they use speed boost, because they want to get in position as quickly as possible. They want to set up everything as quickly as possible, and you want to use the amp for that, obviously. So they don't have another amp for 13 seconds. The Lucio tends not to get another AoE amp heal off, or an AoE heal off, pretty consistently, so they tend to be using the passive amp healing, and Mercy's 50 HPS with her beam tends to take pretty much all the healing. So that's why you'll see pretty much Lucio's not get the most healing, and if you do see them get the most healing in competitive games with over 50%, that was just a god tier Lucio performance. We'll be switching over to the defense as they get set up. Of course, we won't be getting to it this game, guys, most likely, as Bananafly only needs to, well, literally, we won't be getting to it, as Bananafly just needs to cap the first point. That's why we don't have a time to beat on the stopwatch. But this is the Streets phase, if you didn't need a quick refresher on it, of course, the overhead view, as it's the awesome benefit of being a spectator. This is where we'll hopefully be going for later portions of the day. This is my favorite part of the map, personally. I feel like this specific section of the map gives a lot of compositional diversity. I like to play a lot of Widow personally, but it gives a lot of sway to, or power to heroes that have verticality. Heroes like Pharah, heroes like Hanzo, heroes like Widow, although we don't see much Hanzo there because it's a pretty open area in general. It is a pretty good Widow, pretty good Genji, and a pretty good Pharah section of a map. But again, guys, thank you so much for your viewership. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am RaptorZ, and we'll continue into this action as B.Fly needs to just cap the first point. We'll be following out Fisher, as we gave a lot of love to Shadowburn last time. Fisher, of course, one of the better Genji players, as chat was saying. I've definitely witnessed some pretty disgusting things from Fisher, especially in the Superstar League EU kickoff tournament. That was just amazing. But we're going to have Fisher go ahead and clean up Konguri here as they're pushing in. Double charge from the Reinhardts, cancel each other out. And now we have 3 kills coming out from the side of the offense. The only one really low right now is Fisher, as he's getting topped off by Casper. Now Fisher going to be pushing in, looking for those left clicks, getting a headshot, dinks on to multiple targets, and that's going to be another 3 kills cleaned up. And with all of them dying, guys, that is going to be the end of this match. B.Fly going to be cleaning it up, and that's going to be GG's. Congratulations to B.Fly. They'll be moving on to the round of 64. Again, if you're a fan of B.Fly, this is what you want to be seeing from them. They have a lot of competition in this tournament. There is a lot of scary teams playing in this, specifically Reunited. If you go down a little bit in the pecking order, you do have teams like Other Team that are at the top, Unknights, etc. But lots of teams to be afraid of, lots of teams to be watching out for again today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be getting you guys more game. That was the round of 128. If there is another round 28 available, we'll get you guys that. Otherwise, we'll unfortunately have to be waiting for a round of 64 match. It'll most likely be B.Fly. Again, this stream will be covering the English of the tournament throughout it until the very end that the ESL_Overwatch isn't. That means I will also be covering the 3rd place decider today at the very end of the day. So again, guys, thank you so much for your viewership. I am RaptorZ. You guys can follow me at RaptorZOW on Twitter. If you guys want more information about my cast, if you guys want more information about the tournament, you can follow at ESL Overwatch on Twitter, or type in !bracket or !standings. The bracket will give you the bracket, standings will give you tournament information, as well as just a raw list of the standings. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. All the VODs will be uploaded to my YouTube linked below, which also has Stratwatch, shameless plug. But thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be getting you guys the next game as soon as possible, and if I need to put up a timer, I will let you guys know. Otherwise, we will be working under the assumption that we can get you guys a game in the next 5 to 10 minutes.